welcome back. As you can see behind me, we're diving into the top 15 band toys of all time. Let's check them out. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and tell us where you're watching from in the comments.
Once upon a time, before smartphones ruled playtime, kids had toys that could do everything from flying across the room to lighting up like fireworks. But behind the laughter and the Christmas wrapping paper, there was danger. Some of these innocent childhood treasures turned out to be ticking time bombs, literally. Today, we're opening the dusty toy chest of history to reveal 15 childhood toys so dangerous they were banned forever. From radioactive chemistry sets to dolls that whispered nightmares, this isn't just nostalgia, it's a reminder of how wild childhood used to be. Ready to see which toy from your past made the banned list? Let's rewind time.
Number 15 is the Gilbert Atomic Energy Lab, 1950s.
Imagine being 10 years old and your parents gift you a nuclear science kit. No joke, in 1951, that was considered educational fun. The Gilbert Atomic Energy Lab came with real uranium ore, a Geiger counter, and a manual encouraging kids to experiment with radiation. The box literally said, "Observe actual radioactive disintegration." It sold for $50, a small fortune at the time, and promised to teach young minds about atomic science. But after a few glowing reports, and we don't mean figuratively, parents began to panic. Schools banned it, government agencies intervened, and the most educational toy ever was pulled from shelves faster than you could say Half-Life. The moral? 1950. Parents had no idea they were giving their kids glowing homework.
The number 14 is Sky Dancer.
Sky Dancers. If you grew up in the 90s, you remember these. Pull the string, and whoosh, your Sky Dancer doll would spin gracefully into the air until she didn't. Instead of flying like a fairy, she'd occasionally transform into a high-speed plastic missile, colliding with lamps, walls, pets, and unfortunately faces. More than 150 injury reports later, including scratched corneas and mild concussions, Sky Dancers were grounded permanently by the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Still, millions of kids loved them. It's proof that the 90s were an era when a toy could almost knock you out, and you'd still beg your parents for another one.
The number 13 is the Easy Bake Oven 2000s edition toy.
The Easy Bake Oven. Yes, the beloved Easy Bake Oven, the toy that made you feel like a mini chef, also had a dark side. When Hasbro redesigned it in 2006 with a smaller opening, kids started getting their fingers trapped inside the oven's heating element. Some reports even involved severe burns.
Ouch!
Hasbro recalled nearly 1 million units and replaced the design. Still, for many, this was their first taste of independence, and maybe a little pain along the way. It's ironic. The oven that taught kids to cook safely at home ended up on the Do Not Play with Fire list.
The number 12 on our list is Lawn Darts, which is also called Jots.
You'd think throwing sharp metal spikes into the sky over your head wouldn't be a great idea. But in the 1970s, it was peak family fun. Each lawn dart was nearly a foot long, weighted with metal, and could easily pierce the ground or, in tragic cases, people. After multiple injuries and fatalities, the US banned lawn darts in 1988. To this day, you can't legally sell them in stores. But here's the twist: collectors still trade them online as vintage nostalgia pieces, because apparently, danger never goes out of style.
The number 11 on our list is Aquadots 2007 edition.
They looked harmless, colorful little beads that you'd spray with water to create art. But inside each tiny dot lurked a chemical reaction nightmare. When swallowed, the coating metabolized into a compound similar to a sedative. Several children were hospitalized after slipping beads into their mouths. The recall was massive, 4.2 million sets removed from shelves. It was one of the biggest toy recalls in modern history. In short, a toy that was supposed to help kids create cute designs ended up putting some of them to sleep, literally.
The number 10 on our list is Yo-Yo Water Balls early 2000s.
They were stretchy, bouncy, and impossible to resist. But Yo-Yo Water Balls came with a hidden danger. They were filled with a flammable, sticky liquid. Worse, the elastic cord could wrap around a child's neck creating strangulation risks. Dozens of countries banned them after several near-fatal incidents. The US never officially banned them nationwide, but retailers quietly pulled them from shelves. Lesson learned. Not every toy that stretches your imagination is meant to be stretched at all.
The number 9 on our list is the Battlestar Galactica missile-firing toy, 1978.
When Star Wars fever hit, every kid wanted a toy spaceship that could shoot missiles. Mattel delivered maybe too well. The Battlestar Galactica fighter came with spring-loaded plastic missiles that fired with real force. One tragic incident involving a child swallowing a missile led to the toy's immediate recall. That event changed the entire toy industry, leading to new choking hazard warnings and missile safety laws for decades to come. From that moment on, no toy spaceship would ever fire quite the same way again.
The number 8 on our list is the Snack Time Cabbage Patch Doll, 1996.
A doll that eats food sounded adorable until it started eating things it shouldn't. The Cabbage Patch Snack Time kid had motorized jaws designed to chew plastic snacks. But they didn't stop when small fingers, hair, or clothes got in the way. Reports flooded in of kids screaming as their doll refused to let go. The toy was pulled from shelves, and the brand quietly retired the Snack Time feature forever. Today, the doll is a collector's item, but for many parents, it's remembered as the day their child's toy turned into a tiny, smiling monster.
The number 7 on our list is Magnetix Building Sets 2000s.
Building toys are meant to inspire creativity, but Magnetix had something stronger than imagination. Magnets powerful enough to cause internal injuries. When swallowed, those tiny magnets could attract inside the body, tearing tissue. The result? Dozens of emergency surgeries and a recall of 4.4 million sets. The company later redesigned them with larger, safer pieces. It was a harsh reminder that sometimes the smallest parts can cause the biggest problems.
The number 6 on our list is the Clacker Balls 1970s.
If you ever played with Clacker balls, you remember the sound a rhythmic click-clack-click as two acrylic balls slammed together. But the fun came to a shattering end, literally. The balls could explode under pressure, sending sharp shards flying like glass shrapnel. By the mid-1970s, they were banned in multiple countries. Yet, they still pop up occasionally under different names, because nostalgia, apparently, has a short memory.
The number 5 on our list is Slip and Slide 1960s Present.
A staple of summer fun. What could go wrong with running full speed onto a wet plastic sheet? A lot, it turns out. Adults using the toy, or even taller kids, risked neck and back injuries from sliding off the end. By the 1990 ESS, warnings covered every box. But despite countless safety updates, the Slip and Slide still holds the record for one of the most recalled outdoor toys ever made. It's the perfect example of something that looks safe until physics decides otherwise.
The number 4 on our list is the CSI Fingerprint Examination Kit 2007.
This toy let kids dust for fingerprints with real powdered asbestos. Yes, asbestos. The same toxic mineral banned in construction. When the news broke, parents were horrified. The toy was yanked off shelves immediately. And the manufacturer apologized publicly. The irony? A toy meant to solve crimes became one of the biggest safety crimes in toy history.
The number 3 on our list is the Austin Magic Pistol 1940s.
This wasn't your average toy gun. The Austin Magic Pistol fired glowing ping pong balls using a Chi Magic powder, which was actually calcium carbide, a chemical that produces flammable gas when wet. So yes, it was basically a handheld combustion launcher sold to children. Parents thought it was just harmless fun, until reports of explosions started surfacing. The pistol disappeared from the market soon after. It remains one of the most infamous "how is this even legal" toys of the 20th century.
The number 2 on our list is the Creepy Crawlers Thingmaker 1960s.
Think of it as a DIY factory for bugs, monsters, and tiny horrors. Kids would pour liquid plastic into metal molds and then bake them in an open hot plate. Temperatures could reach over 400 degrees F. No safety guard, no gloves, just molten plastic and bare hands. and yet kids loved it. Parents tolerated it. Until too many burns and melted tables later, it was discontinued. Still, it left a legacy modern toy makers say the Thing Maker inspired today's safe 3D printing kits, just with fewer blisters.
And finally, the number one on our list is the toy that glowed in the dark for the wrong reason.
Glow-in-the-dark paint often contained radium, the same radioactive element used in early watch dials. Factories even hired young women, the famous Radium Girls, to paint these toys by hand, often unaware of the danger. The toys would glow beautifully at night, but the cost was far higher. Once scientists realized the long-term effects, radium-based toys were banned globally. It's a haunting reminder that the most magical glow can sometimes hide the darkest truth. Looking back, these toys remind us of an era when imagination was limitless and safety manuals were optional. The truth is, every generation learns from the last. Today's toy industry goes through layers of testing, from choking hazards to chemical analysis. But the spirit of invention, that reckless creative energy, still lives on. And maybe that's why these banned toys still fascinate us. They're relics of a time when danger was just part of the adventure. So, the next time you see a toy drone flying perfectly, or a robot pet that obeys commands, remember the road to safe fun was paved with a lot of broken toys, burned fingers, and glowing chemistry sets. Would you dare to play with any of these if they still existed today?
If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button and tell us in the comments which of these banned toys surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe, because history has more dangerous secrets waiting to be unboxed. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video, and bye for now.